Welcome Virgo to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 8th of July. There are a number of contrasting energies at play this week. On Monday there's a terrific link between your ruler Mercury, now sheltered in your 12th house, very much to do with thinking about things deeply, perhaps even privately, is linking with Jupiter, which is in a very open and very upbeat part of your situation. Jupiter's about opportunities. The combination of these two energies suggests a discreet conversation, some soundings you're taking, or some market research could pay off handsomely, but not necessarily straight away. But then again, the Sun in the 11th house, very much to do with your future direction, your friendships and connections, is forging a very stable link to the stern Saturn. If there are people in your situation that you really can rely upon, I think you're going to be celebrating those contacts this week. But then again, there's another part of your nature that could feel really daring. And that's because Mars, the planet of risk, is applying to Uranus, the planet of change. And at the end of this week, that can give you an appetite to be much more on the front foot, but particularly when it comes to your independence. If you have been seeing someone recently and you're not quite sure that this is the right involvement, with Venus, the planet of relating, joining Mercury on Thursday in that very private area, the 12th house, the combination of that, its opposition to the planet of change, Pluto, but Mars is linked to Uranus, can just give you that extra confidence to reassert your individuality, but possibly your independence. But if you're in a relationship that you're much more committed to, you're invested in, perhaps have been in for a much longer period of time, but you do feel in some ways hemmed in, these set of influences is urging you to reconnect to some personal interests. Do you know, you could find by actually doing some things on a solo basis that can reignite the spark between you. But the quarter moon, which brings the curtain down on this week, on Saturday, occurs in the part of your situation to do with everyday resources. And the link back to the Sun in that 11th house, the future, your connections, your group activities, but also your higher principles, suggests if you're not quite meshing with someone around a financial matter, or perhaps a point of principle, you will need to face this as this week draws to a close. But with Mars applying to Uranus in such an intense way, if there is something that's been bubbling beneath the surface that you've not felt quite happy about, you're going to find that you will express it, and in a very upfront, direct way, as this week ends and the new week begins. It's been a pleasure being with you, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week, and bye for now.